Can I have a ball? Good job. Excellent job. All right. Hi, everybody. It's Miss Bucko. I'm here today with Dillon. He's trying to take his last treat. Good job, buddy. Because today we're going to read a really special story called How Rocket Learned to Read. Now, this is a story about a dog who learns how to read. I hope... Oh, Dillon is so interested. Come in. Come sit. And dogs don't usually learn how to read, so this is a pretty special dog. Now, when we see books like this, it usually is a good signal to us that this book is going to be fiction or fake, because dogs don't usually learn how to read. So, let's get started. Come on, sit, buddy. You sit? Good boy. Rocket loved to play. He loved to chase leaves and chew sticks. He loved to listen to the birds sing. Every fall morning, oh, sorry, buddy, after chasing leaves, Rocket would lie down in his favorite spot under his favorite tree. There, he'd sniff the neighborhood smells and settle for a good nap. But one day, a little yellow bird startled Rocket. "Aha! My first student! Wonderful!" she sang. Rocket was confused. "Student? I'm not, But if I am your teacher," the bird interrupted, "then you must be my student." Rocket found it hard to argue with this bird. I think somebody's searching for his treats. "I'm so glad you saw my sign," the bird chirped. "Oh, yes, I can see it," Rocket said. "But I don't know how to read it." "Can't read? Fantastic!" She waved a wing. "Welcome to my class." "But I just came here for a nap," Rocket said. No, there will be no napping in class," declared the bird. "Except for, of course, during nap time." What are you doing, buddy? Trying to find a good spot? Oh, looks like somebody else wants to take a nap. "Well then, I can take a nap over here," said Rocket. "I've had a very busy morning." "Not to worry. I'll be around every day," chirped the bird, "until the weather turns." Oh my goodness, can you find a spot, please? Thank you so much. You're a good boy. So this bird is pretty serious about her learning. I bet you know some teachers who are like that too. As Rocket breathed in the crisp air, the little yellow bird hung her banner. "Ah, the wondrous and mighty gorgeous alphabet," she marveled. "Where it all begins." And here it is, right here, all the way A, all the way to Z. It's a beautiful banner. Opening up a book, the bird began to read. She sang out the story of an unlucky dog named Buster who'd lost his favorite bone. A cool breeze carried her lively voice across the yard. At first, Rocket was disturbed. By looking at his face, what do you think the word disturbed means? I think it probably means it's bothering him, because he doesn't look very happy. But before long, he found himself captivated. To Rocket, the story was as delicious as the earthy smells of fall. It was as exciting as chasing leaves. He closed his eyes and listened to every word. As Buster dug and dug under the lilac bush, the bird read, he felt something familiar. Rocket waited. Was it the bone? He wondered. Silence. Was it the bone? He called. Are you curious, son? He called to the bird, but more silence. Was it the bone? Rocket hollered. Suddenly, he was rushing over to the tree. Well, was it? But the little yellow bird was gone. I wonder where he went. The next morning, Rocket arrived early. At last, the little yellow bird appeared. Hello. How wonderful to see you in class, she chirped. I can tell by your wiggly tail that you are well rested. I'd like to hear the end of the story, please, said Rocket. Oh, that seems like a fine way to start the day, chirped the bird. She gave Rocket a name tag and began to read. Every day, Rocket returned to the little yellow bird's classroom. In the morning, the bird taught him a new letter, until he had learned all of the wondrous, mighty, gorgeous alphabet. Together they sang out the sound of each letter and spelled the sounds they heard around them. With a G and many R's, they spelled Mr. Barker's growl. Grrr. Mr. Barker doesn't seem like a very happy puppy. They spelled the sound of the wind, which was growing colder by the day. Whoosh. Soon they were spelling words like fall for the gusty time of the year and red for the color of the leaves. And each afternoon the bird read a story. She read stories about dogs and birds. She read about leaves changing colors and about birds flying south for the winter time. So if they changed what they were talking about to things like fall and red leaves, I wonder what season they might be changing into. I can see that the green grass is gone and the sky is kind of gray. I wonder if they're going into fall, which sometimes is known as autumn. Let's find out. Then one day the weather turned and the letter banner disappeared. See you again in the glorious spring, the bird sang. And as she flew into the wintry sky, she called, don't forget, words are built one letter at a time. The days grew shorter and the leaves fell from the trees. The grass became crunchy and soon Rocket's classroom disappeared under the snow. He remembered the little yellow bird's alphabet and practiced his letters. Can you see here? He spelled out an A and a B for Bucko and a C. Very cool. Rocket thought about the bird's sweet chirp while he sounded out words like D-I-G, dig, and W-I-N-D, wind, and cold. He made new friends and spelled their names. Hello, Emma. Hi there, Fred. He spelled everything. S-U-N-M-E-L-T. It's a really good speller. I wonder if you guys have learned some of this in your foundations classes. I know Miss Baker was teaching some videos on CVC words, so it might be a good idea to hop over there after this. When Rocket spelled M-U-D, M-U-D, mud, he knew that spring, as it always does, had returned. The breeze blew warmer and the grass grew greener, and a sign appeared. Here, Class starts tomorrow. I wonder if he'll be happy about this. I think so. He's been practicing a lot. Early the next morning, Rocket rushed to his classroom. As he waited, he spelled W-A-G. Take a look at this picture. What do you think W-A-G spells? W-A-G. Oh, I see he's wagging his tail. Wag. Excellent job. Soon, the little yellow bird arrived. Aha! My star student, she sang. How wonderful to see you. I can tell by your waggy tail that you are ready for class. And it says right here, welcome back, Rocket. It's very special. Then together they began to read. They read stories about birds flying north for the spring. They read about picnics in the warm sun. And they read about Buster, the lucky dog who found his bone under the lilac bush. And when they were done, they read it again and again and again. Wow. That's a really special puppy and a really special bird to teach him how to read. So always remember, reading starts with knowing your letters. So if you're at home and you can practice your letters and the sounds that they make, it's going to help you to blend those letters together. Once you can push all those letter sounds together, you can make words. And when you can make words, you can read. So I hope that you're practicing your letter sounds at home and putting those letters together. Me and Dillon are going to practice here. See if I can teach him how to read. We'll see you next time, guys.